Hello everyone, MarcusWolfe here, welcoming you back to another episode of Path of the Midnight Sun. I don't know why I almost said Song of Horror, but that was like 2-3 years ago. Totally off base. But anyway, we managed to finally get the guards out of the way from the city, and we learned that these guards are stupid lazy and just protecting their own house, not the streets. Question mark? But at least it works. So now we can go to wherever the hell it is that we need to go. And hopefully we're not gonna get gamed overed. Because there's more to do, I'm sure. Huh. Looks like the path is clear now. Yes, but more guards are waiting for us ahead. So our only way to reach the healer's house is to get there on Schwarz Pegasus while the place is left unattended. How much time do we have, Ria? Not much before the guard replacing Veronica notices her absence and tries to rectify the situation. Then we've got to hurry. Agreed. Let's go back to the encampment. So we need to I'm sorry, I forgot. Schwarz is at the encampment, so that makes sense. But at least now I can examine this tower without any issue, most likely. There's a tower up there. If I concentrate hard enough, I might catch a glimpse of a few more details. But is it really— Yes, there's no one here. Is that where Shiori is waiting for us? I wish we could go with her, but she's already had the visa provided by the matriarch. Judging by the location of the tower, the only way to reach it is by climbing those stairs. I know what you're thinking, but forget it. That would be too easy. There are other guards up there, too. You're right. It seems that our only solution is to use the back passage Schwarz was talking about, once we've distracted these guards. Is there anything else that I can look at? I actually don't remember. No, that's— Well, I could look at this. A lantern. Perhaps we can use it to distract the guard. Yes. There's no one here. Let's do it. What are you planning, Lady Fardatroth? Well, if you're the master tactician here, do you think we can use that lantern to pass through? I know these guards look stupid, but not so stupid as to be distracted by a lantern. I suppose you're right. Not so stupid as to be distracted by a lantern. You actively have to throw a rock at it and to destroy the panel to be distracted. I'm sorry if my voice doesn't sound as animated or strong. I'm suffering from allergies, unfortunately, and my throat is just ever so slightly swollen from the pollen and the wind. So I can talk, but I have to lower down the strength, otherwise it's just too much. And my poor voice will not be able to handle it with how it's slightly swollen, as I said. There you are.
Well, who do we have here?
It took us a while, but we should have created an opportunity for us to slip through security. But of course, I knew you'd do it without any problems. Sarcasm aside, shall we go? If you think you can continue without resting first, sure. The pain is always there. I feel extremely nauseous, but going around town with you has helped me feel a little better, Ria. Thank you for accompanying me. I'm glad to hear it. Schwarz is now an adjutant. Good. But first, I do want to do some minor shopping. Lucos is unfortunately still sad, but it be what it be. Do you want me to cook some special food for you, Lady Fardatroth? That's sweet of you, Pietro. Thank you, but I'm afraid I'm in a hurry. Well, then I'll be waiting for your return with some delicious dishes, milady. Oh, we really can't. Oh, okay. We hope you get better soon, milady. Worry not. The vassal shall not perish like this. This isn't the time for managing my equipment. Okay, so we literally can't do anything. Okay, never mind. Well, then before we talk to locals, let's talk to other people. I was gonna say let me go to the menu, see what Schwaz can do, but Helios and the Bard need to be talked to. Brother, I'm glad to see you. So am I. But please, don't waste your time talking to me, Fa. You have more urgent matters to attend to. Exchanging a few words with you does help me get in the right mindset for what lies ahead. You're overestimating me, I'm afraid. I doubt I'm much of a great moral support. And I'm not doing too well either, so I'm afraid I'll end up being a burden to you. You aren't doing too well? May I help you? Haha, don't worry, my dear sister. Being imprisoned for so many years does cause damage to the mind that is not healed in a few days. But I'll do my best for your sake too, so please, do the same. I'd feel better if you took care of yourself. I'm going to win this inner war. No. You can rely on me whenever. I know, and so can you. Helios, thanks for always watching my back. We'll both be triumphant in the end, brother. I promise. I have no doubts about it. Okay, so we got that raised up. Yay, affection. And the Bard. Oh, wait a moment. You are... Your trusted Bard, a lover of good wines, always ready to follow the vassal to the front lines. Kalevala, I didn't notice that you were still following us. You were a little out of control last night, so you didn't notice me. But Sir Onier let me join you a while back. That Suzaku, always taking the initiative behind my back. Huh. I need to put him in his place one of these days. Regarding that, are you feeling better now? Not really, but I'll be alright soon. Hopefully. Why are you so interested in me, though? If that answer you wish to earn, my question awaits you in turn. You know of Zephyra, correct? The second vassal. Of course, I've always admired her strong resolve in controlling the demon. I even have a painting of her in my room. She was my Oh. That would explain why Kalevala has some stake in this, then. His grandmother. Oh, no, not that. I was more in line with that. Indeed. This knowledge may be surprising to most, though I am aware I don't have the same noble aura as hers. What are you trying to say? Granny Zephyra put her duty above everything else. As a descendant of that hero, I have to dedicate myself to that same duty too. But, oh, is duty so noble if born without freedom? These lifeless obligations, do you need them? I'm afraid I don't understand what you're getting at, Kalevala. I've been wondering if what I did was right. To live for myself rather than for a duty imposed on me from above. Surely you must have faced the same doubts at some point. So, what is your answer, fourth vassal? It is very interesting. If you spoke to someone like the Queen of England in the real world, she would most likely say your duty is absolute. If you spoke to an everyday man who works for a living, they probably most likely would say prioritize your freedom. Me personally, and I do mean this, personally, I do agree with this. I mean, I like my freedom, yes, but I'm not above wanting my freedom that I neglect my duties of going to work and earning a living, and in my case, actively still going to class for a second degree, which I am. So, your duty is not absolute to me. Nor do I think that freedom is something that should be woo all out there prioritized and like, if I work, I work, if I don't work, I don't work. No. I like my freedom. But I do agree that there needs to be some sense of duty. So, your values must adapt to the situation. Ah, a wise stance indeed, vassal. Perfectly balanced, as all things should be. But that kind of balance is a luxury that not all people are allowed to have. You know, I did not think of that, Kalevala, and you're right. Not everyone is able to have that balance. Really, not everyone is. Some people do have to prioritize duty. Like say, parents. They do have to prioritize duty. And yes, sometimes there is freedom, but more likely than not, your duty is to safeguard and raise your child. So I do get where Kalevala is going at with that respect. And perhaps I am one of those few exceptions. Yes, deep down I've always known. I've always thought that my duties were exhausting. Every single day of my life. I wished that I was born normal. And yet, when you are aware that so many people would suffer for your selfishness, can you really let it all go? I didn't choose to be what I am now, but I chose to not let anyone experience this pain. And that's my identity, what gives value to my life. So, that's your answer, Lady Faratras. Yes, my resolve won't waver. Decades later, similar grandchildren rejoin. Here they are, two sides of the same coin. We may be different, Lady Faratras, but your resolve as the vassal reminds me of my grandmother. I remind him of Zafira. Well, that is a very huge compliment. I think she might have been happy if you had this. Wait, is this... It's her mana pendant, a powerful catalyst that enhances one's mana generation. You can count objects of such rarity on the fingers of one hand. Granny Zafira's mana control wasn't the best, yes, despite having a ridiculous amount of magic power. Though, ironically, it seems you're in a similar situation now. I'm sure this could prove useful. Useful? This is akin to a national treasure. Are you even sure you want to give it to me, Kalevala? Please, accept it. In return, all I ask is to continue to be a part of your group. Your actions are truly inspiring for my songs. A mana pendant from Lady Zafira. From her grandson. Well, thank you, Kalevala. No need for that. Oh, and one last thing. Yes? Beware of the cult of Amaranth. Their primary objective may be something far worse than the resurrection of the Demon King. Worse than the Demon King? It's hard to imagine, honestly. I don't understand, but I will pay attention. I understand that your main concern now is to avoid a slaughter. Now go, bring peace to thyself and the world, Fate's daughter. So that explains why Kalevala wants to join us. Because Zafira, the second vassal, was his granddaughter. Was his grandmother. Holy hell. Not granddaughter. Ugh. Was his grandmother. So he feels some personal stake in joining and helping Faratras. Huh. I did not expect that. But it does give a slight backstory into what are his... Oh god, I can't figure out the word. His reasons for wanting to join our party. It's a really nice backstory. It really is. Motivations. That's the word I was looking for. Motivations. Ugh. I don't know why. An English major. Can't figure out words. Equipment real quick. Is it an No, it is No, I don't want to remove a weapon. Jesus. A mana pendant. Oh, wait, how much? Wow, 3 mana... That's a lot, actually. It gives more attack and more speed. I'll be honest, I don't want to give more speed to Faratross. It's simply because she's the slow one for a reason, to use her Nerigis spell. So I don't want to give her that. I had to actually backspace to click on Rhea. I could give it to Rhea for more defense. You know, actually, at this moment, I think I will. Just in case we do some battle. Which I don't think we should be doing battle to antagonize the city guard and not get a visa and get kicked out ASAP. So, but you never know. Maybe people of Amaranth are here. They snuck in. I don't know. Yeah, so let's just give that to her for the time being. Do I have anything for skills? No, I already gave everyone their skills. Well, you know, their mana. I could get some more mana, but right now, I don't think it's necessary. Wasn't there a spell for her magic? Oh, that's the Mensana, yeah. If I did that, 5 turns for 2... Nah. She doesn't really know any healing magic, and Mensana, if I'm desperate, okay, but it feels like it's a waste of a turn. Especially when you have 2 other healers. Well, not right now, but you know what I mean. So, no, we're good on that. Let's go back. What is the time right now? Minus cut 17 minutes. Okay, that's fine. So, we're just gonna go ahead to Locos and feed him some money. Yes, Locos is not happy. Oh? Is something wrong, Locos? Why are you clinging to me like that? Are you worried for me? You know, I've always loved animals, but I never had one. I appreciate your affection. Huh? What's wrong? You don't like all this formal talk? Yes. Yes, I see. We're quite similar then, you and I. Are you disagreeing with Locos, Rhea? Give me a break. All I hear is woot. No. Some people do have that ability to understand animals. Not necessarily talk to them and like word for word, but they understand the tone, they understand the feeling. And it goes doubly when it's your own pet. Like I have a pet dog, and I do understand him. I don't mean word by word and all his barking and whining. I mean, I understand his whining. It depends on the context, but I understand his body language. I understand the look on his face that he gives me sometimes. It's like, you understand. And I don't think Rhea ever had a pet or a love for animals. I don't mean she hates animals. That she doesn't have that love for animals like Falatross has. So for her, it's like, this is just bark, bark, bark. Anyway, I said I was gonna donate to Loco some money. Never mind. I cannot donate money. So, is it simply that I do that? Ah, okay, so I literally just go fly with Schwaz. So, that's weird that only that only Onier can donate money to him. But whatever, it be what it be. Slightly short episode, yes, but I think this would be a good place to cut it. We got some backstory for Kalevala. We know what we're gonna do. I just don't know if things are gonna turn south. Knowing the game, things are gonna go south. Pray for me, please. or not. Your prerogative. Curse me if you want. Later, everyone.